Well, the Commanders defense got off to a great start, forcing a turnover and scoring a touchdown less than a minute into today's game against the Lions. But despite the quick start, the Commanders lose to the Lions 17-13 in the second game of the preseason. Sports anchor Marshall Kramsky is in Detroit with the team.
The biggest question heading into week 2 of the preseason for the Washington Commanders was answered about 2 hours before kickoff in Detroit. Quarterback Jayden Daniels played in a preseason game. JD5 saw his first NFL action, albeit preseason, in over 250 days.
Honestly, it was just good to get back out there and play football again. It's been a little over 8 months since I played live football.
Daniels and his fellow offensive starters' day was short-lived, only playing one 3-and-out drive. QB1 was sacked on his second play of the game.
I get paid to play football, so I'm a football player. My job is to go out there and play football, so if I'm asked to go play football, I'm going to go out there and play football.
Head coach Dan Quinn said the plan was always for the starters to only play one drive.
I think it's important going through the whole process, getting ready to go, new looks, tackling.
Starting tight end Chigakonkwo agrees.
I took a whole completely different approach than when I knew I wasn't playing. You got to have you got to be locked in. The NFL is the ultimate league to get exposed in if you're not ready, so you definitely got to be locked in.
It wasn't just the offensive starters whose day was short-lived, the defense too. On the second play from scrimmage, cornerback Amik Robertson, who used to play for Detroit, popped Lions quarterback Josh Dobbs, forcing a fumble and the Commanders' lone touchdown.
It's always a good feeling, man, to get in that paint, man. To force a turnover, a place that I made a lot of plays just like that at.
After a combined 5 plays, the starters' days were done, and some backups performed well. The Commanders' defense did a good job creating pressure on the Lions' offense.
And at the end of the day, all we try to be is our identity, and that's playing fast, physical, and tough.
In the secondary, Quan Martin, for the second week in a row, had an interception.
I plan on keeping it going. Let's keep it rolling, man. I think it's just good momentum for the regular season.
On offense, it was a rookie fighting for a roster spot, quarterback Ethan Kaliak-Manis, who stole the show with explosive plays.
Yeah, I just trust my receivers. I've always been that type of player. I've been the type of player to, throw it up and give my guys a shot, so that's what I did.
Wide receiver Nick Nash took advantage of the shot.
I was just licking my chops, honestly, hoping the quarterback was looking my way.
It looked like Ethan put it in the right spot.
Perfect spot. I mean, that's just a beautiful ball, beautifully executed pass, and I was just happy that he was looking my way, honestly.
The Commanders had a chance to win at the end of the game, but a fumble with 2.5 minutes left by Robert Henry Jr. on the kick return ended those hopes. The final score of a preseason game doesn't matter, but for those keeping score at home, the Commanders lost to the Lions 17-13. However, they did put a lot of good tape together to correct this week before they have a joint practice with the Ravens and then their final preseason game this Friday in Baltimore. Reporting in Detroit at Ford Field, Marshall Kramsky, WUSA 9 Sports.